everyone. Welcome to episode 6, Shades of Purple. I'm Purple Haze. I just want to say, shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to everybody in the community. Even if you're just coming back for the first time, it really means a lot. As y'all know, I try to do this channel just to create community, for us to just, gather if you're around and, either meet a great content creator, game developer, or whatever. So just thank you for taking the time here. I see in chat we have Mr. Underworld, Simpleton, Crow, Geek the Sneak. Just thank you all for being here. It really means a lot. Just because, like I said, I'm all about the gaming community, no matter what the platform. But with that, I do have a super special guest. You'll probably already know based off of the title. Also, because he's been doing awesome promotion for me throughout the week on his stream and during his gameplays. So without further ado, I want to bring him out. Here,
Hey.
here he is, Suave Polo the Klimax. Oh my gosh, Suave, how are you?
Man, it's the boy, is all I gotta say. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Yeah, you're no stranger to anybody in this chat. I'm so happy that I could bring you on. We talked about this. I think like even before my first show, you were like, you gotta have me on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have you on. And so I'm super happy that you decided to come on this week. As we were talking before, it's been a rough week for Purple. He's at work and in so many things. So it's so good to see a familiar face, a great smile, and just a great pillar of the community. Oh my gosh, there's questions in the chat. I'll get to y'all. But first off, it is a gaming channel. I am interviewing a gaming content creator. So real quick, what are you playing right now, Suave?
Dude, I'm burning out that World War Z. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's really, it's right now it's between Outriders, World War Z, PUBG, and Marvel's Avengers. Those are like the main ones that I'm playing. Dawn of the Monsters, man, I love that game too. I haven't played it since World War Z came out.
Yeah, I haven't seen you on that.
No, I haven't. But mostly, it's been World War Z and Outriders and PUBG. For the most part.
No, that's cool. And I'm gonna bring up chat here just for everybody so they can see each other. Let's do this real quick. There we go. So it should populate now, and people type in their comments.
Okay.
Just so people can see it. But
like I'm short.
I'll try to figure out this. There we go. There we go. How about
yeah. Oh, that's better. That's so much better. Yeah.
Hey, Sancho. So great to see you. So I'm seeing all these comments, and I'm gonna get to. I see you, Holtz. Question to the chat: what shade of purple do you think is my favorite? So I just see where y'all think is my shade of purple. But Suave. Question: what is Suave Polo, the Klimax? What does this mean?
Oh, dude. So, Suave, that's my name. Polo is an acronym for people only live once, and the climax is like, a climax can happen anytime in your life. Job promotion, you get married, a death in the family, so it just represents that high end point that happens in your life. And I talk about some of those topics on my channel, so that's why I named it the Climax.
Yeah. And we're definitely gonna get to your channels, your streams, and everything here in a second. But so gaming, you are in my view definitely a phenomenal, like any of these like group team dynamic games. But where did it start for you as far as like gaming? Like what was your first memories? Like what was that thing that drew you in initially?
Well, I remember when I was younger, man, and if you're an 80s baby, you're familiar with Contra and
Contra, yes.
yeah, man, Contra, man. So my stepdad, he's a gamer and he really started back even further than that, but I think it got deep when the regular Nintendo started. 'Cause I was playing the Atari also, but I think I really started gaming when the Nintendo system came out, and that's with Contra, Double Dragon. Man, I used to play the heck out of those games, man. And, me and my stepdad and my brother, we used to just play them all the time. They'd be co-op games, so I never was into the competitive game. 'Cause I'm not a competitive person. Like I'll talk some noise, but only a few talking noise. But if you just let me be, I'll just play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just play the game. And I'm more like a helper type person. So I love co-op games. So all those co-op games you could think of, man, Mario, even when it was one player, but you could play two players, taking
Okay,
turns.
okay,
So I kind
okay.
of I kind of consider that, a co-op game. Um, I
Favorite
love it,
Mario?
man.
What's your favorite Mario?
My favorite Mario, I say Mario 3 on Super Nintendo, to be
On
honest.
Super Nintendo or regular
Yeah,
Nintendo?
Super Nintendo. So
Oh my
like there was a Mario 3 that came out on Super Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken.
what happened?
Correct me in the chat if I'm
What's
wrong.
it look like?
That's when he can get the raccoon tail, and you know what I'm saying, you can
Regular
fly,
Nintendo
float.
Suave?
That regular? Oh, okay, okay. But like it's definitely like Mario 3 though. I know it's Mario 3, you
Okay,
know.
yeah, it is Mario 3. Did you have a flute in it? I'm pretty sure it's regular Nintendo.
It's
Uh,
probably it's probably it's probably
yeah,
Nintendo.
no.
Yeah. 'Cause I had a lot of games. Like back then, I don't know how, but games were like not that expensive. So everyone around the world had this huge collection of regular Nintendo games or Atari games or
Yeah,
Sega games. There was always a large collection because they were very low in price. Now it's like people have a lot of games, but not compared to what we used to have. I'll say if you're on Xbox, because Xbox always like dropping a tons of games, then I can see you having a large collection. But and then a lot of people have multiple systems now. Back then it was like either Super Nintendo or Sega. You know what I'm saying? Like there
yeah.
was no, all the other platforms or whatnot, you know.
You know, you mentioned Contra earlier, and I just want to know if anybody else had this experience. But in Contra, like on the cover, it showed an alien. For the
Mhm.
longest time, I thought Contra and Alien were like the same thing.
I
You know
think
what I
that's
mean?
a yeah, I think
Are they the
honestly,
same universe? Because if y'all
I
tell me
think
they're the same universe, it's gonna blow my mind.
no, 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 no. I think that's a Purple Haze thing. I think you're the only person that thinks
They do.
that.
They look alike. If you look at
They
the
do. They do
cover.
favor. They do favor, but no.
Oh, you're killing me. Someone else has to be out there who thinks I can't be the only one.
Bro,
Um,
I think you're right yourself.
maybe, maybe. No, that's super. That's okay. And for you said like game collections back then were like really large, and today they're really small. And
Mhm.
then I had to think, Suave doesn't have Stadia Pro because I know
No, I
my
don't.
Stadia Pro
I
Connect.
don't.
Like I have over like 100 and something games on Stadia.
No, I have maybe 10, maybe 10 games. Not maybe seven, to be honest. Let's see. World War Z, of course. PUBG, Scott Pilgrim, Marvel's Avengers. Let's see. What was the other game I was playing? Oh yeah, Outriders, Destiny 2, and Animal Royale. I think that's it.
I guess.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
that's it.
I'm always trying to analyze, is it better for you to be on pro or not. And so you
Yeah.
named like all games that are on Pro or free to play, except for I think one. I think
Bummer, man.
Bomberman. Isn't
Oh, I have
Bomberman?
9 to 5 on there, but I don't play it, so I don't count that. And I have
Okay.
Bomberman also, but I don't play it, so I don't count that either.
No, that's still cool. I think that's the cool thing about like Stadia, obviously, that there's different types of ways to play and everything.
Mhm.
So you
I
start with
think so.
go ahead.
This is my opinion on the question you were just saying about pro or not pro. I think if you're a gamer that likes like variety and just playing different games and able to have any game in your collection and go back and play them, pro is for you. You know,
Yeah.
you can always they drop a ton of games when it comes to pro, and then you can watch them. I mean, you can play them as much as you want. And but if you like a gamer like me, I just choose a game that I like and play it, and then if I like it, I'm gonna play the heck out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's so every game that you're gonna play with Suave and everybody last night, night before last, they experienced this with me. When I jumped on the game with them that I had, it was like, man, your stuff is just so high. I was like, yeah, bro, because I only play a small amount of
You
games, you know
do.
what I'm saying? So I
You
have
rock those
time,
games.
you know. People was amazed. Like I think I have the highest World War Z level in the whole Stadia community. I haven't met anyone else that has a higher level than me. I haven't met anyone. You
No,
know,
you
that's
have a definitely and shout out to Twisted Barber. I see him out there in the chat. Um no, you definitely have a so let's talk about that. I do want to talk a little bit more about like because we went from Super Nintendo to cloud gaming pretty quick.
mhm,
And, I like to see your evolution. Where were you in
that's right.
college and so forth?
Oh,
Oh,
oh. So like I when
yeah.
I jumped in college, man, it was PlayStation 3 the whole way. I used to take that thing everywhere I go. So in a backpack, and the Resident Evil games went to me when they were good, because I don't think Resident Evil games has been as
Ooh.
good lately. You know what
Favorite
I'm saying? In
Resident
my opinion.
Evil? What's your favorite Resident?
My favorite Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6. I like 6 5. I like 654 and Operation Raccoon City. I like all those. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I definitely have all of those on PS3, and that's when couch co-op was still big. You know what I'm saying? So I love those games for that reason.
Okay.
Those
So
are those are good games to me.
PS3, and if I did the math right, but that you weren't playing PS3 in college.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
your thing. That was and you were always
Not
just were you
not in
always like a one or two type of game player or
yeah, so like when I would even then I would just play like one game and I'll just play the heck out of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I didn't care about the new games. So compared to everybody else, if you look at my games and you look at the trophies, all my trophies are like platinum and done and everything. I got everything, all the gear and
Completion.
everything, because I play one game at a time. And when I beat it, I don't mind going back through doing other stuff and grinding, getting different loot. I don't mind that. I don't like to grind too much. Like there's a little glitch in Outriders when they did some kind of reset. Now I collected everything in there, all the weapons, everything. But when they did the cosmetics, one piece of gear is locked, and I deleted it. I had two extra ones. Every
Okay.
time I delete to get the cosmetic, it never unlocked for me. So I'm having that problem, but it don't bother me. I'm just keep on playing
You're just
it.
interesting. I never heard you talk about Outriders. Hey, Bruce Campbell, as well as Cloudy V. Thank you all for joining us. We're just having a, community conversation in a place for the community to talk. So definitely, we're asking all sorts of questions. Like, what's your favorite Mario? Chad actually never said what their favorite Mario was, but
That's how some people say
uh,
Mario 3 is beast, and
yeah, I see
uh,
Mario
Geek the
3.
Sneak was like, he messed with Sega and Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen some of it.
So all
Um,
right. Interesting. So I never had a Sega, but I had a Game Gear.
A Game Gear?
Yeah, I
Okay.
had a Game Gear. It took 6 batteries. I just now realized how like it took like you had to get like a pack and a half of batteries to
Boy,
play
that
that.
thing was
It was
sucking
going,
up some energy, boy.
yeah, but it was so cool. Like I used to play, what was that? NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Wow.
So that was like NBA Jam. Wow, I haven't said that word in so long. But
You know what though? Even before then, like let's say because I used to be a gamer. So when I was like at school and you can't bring your system with you, and I always excelled in academics. So I would do my homework way ahead of time before I even get home. And those cheetah pet lit machine things you feed, they was like
oh,
digital pets,
Tamagotchi,
something like that. It
like
was
on a
like a
keychain,
digital.
on the
Yeah,
keychain.
yeah, yeah. I used to have those and taking it to school, man, and feeding it and everything, man. So you link up with someone, y'all can battle for a little bit, So, dude, I used to be hard in gaming when I was in like middle school and high school, But I dimmed down a little. I think my first year of college and maybe last year of high school, I didn't game. I didn't probably game until like I took a whole 3-year break. So like my senior year in high school, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and then I got back into gaming my sophomore year. My senior year of college from here on out.
And that was fine. And that was you said my God, scary game. That's what brought you back in?
Yeah,
The
man.
yeah,
The Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Yes.
Yeah,
So that
when
brought
I
you back.
remember
Interesting.
like it was yesterday, man. I had already had Resident Evil 4 on what is that, PlayStation 2? I don't think it came on. I think they remade it on PlayStation 3, but it originally came out on PlayStation 2. So when was that Resident Evil 5 and 6 came out, dude, I was playing the heck out of that. And
You're
Operation
gone.
Raccoon City, shoot, I had a
I gotta
team
play.
and
I never
everything,
played that
dude.
one. I never. So question, because this is an interactive thing. I like to create community. Question for the chat. There's I think we can all agree. Like, there's the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega generation, and then that 3D World generation.
Mhm.
What game? And I saw some of y'all said Mario 64. What game in that new that 3D world, that 64 PlayStation 2 world on, what game really captured you from there? Because I think like we always talk about those memorable ones in like the 8-bit era, the 16-bit era, but I
Man,
don't
I
think we
said
give enough.
GoldenEye, man.
GoldenEye, that was
Yep.
your GoldenEye.
64. I
Yeah,
said GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. So GoldenEye, like, if y'all ever played me in the facility, if you remember
Mhm.
like the verses,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll destroy, because as soon as like
You know the
depending,
map.
I knew the map so well. Like if I killed you here
Uh-huh.
and I was close to this, like I knew it. And so the only play, like
Wow.
maybe if you were in the vent, if let's see if y'all remember, like there's a way you could be in a vent. Like I just be camping there, like the vent in the bathroom. Oh my gosh, good times. I probably could still destroy people in GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah, man.
Look
Oh,
at me
yeah.
thinking like a wrench. I'm like, but I don't know what happened because I got destroyed in what game were we playing? Some of y'all were there. Destiny. Oh my gosh, I got destroyed when Catboy and everybody. Oh, there he is. Cowboy came in. I got destroyed there. But GoldenEye, that's a solid one. I think for me,
What
um,
is he talking about, bro?
uh,
Cloud native bully. What is
you know, he
you must be the bully. Who are you bullying, Purple? Who is the bully?
exactly. I don't know, but he's got GoldenEye was you're kidding me, simpleton. There's no way you're thinking GoldenEye was Super Nintendo. There's no way.
No, bro. Like that's definitely
No,
64 right there.
he has to be joking.
That's
He's trolling.
definitely
He's
64.
trolling me right now. Um, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, that was a cool. Crash Bandicoot is an interesting one if you look at the story. What they were able to do. Like they did some new math. What do you call that? They did like some new programming to create that game. So that's actually a pretty cool one. Turok. Oh man, y'all are getting some good ones. I think, like I said, GoldenEye was solid. I always am a Zelda fan, so I think Ocarina of Time is one of the greatest games ever created. And then another game that Nintendo has is Star Fox. No one really mentions Star Fox.
Ooh, Star Fox was good, dude.
Yeah, right.
Star Fox was good.
Like, no one talks about Star Fox
be
no
honest
more.
with you. Like, I don't play games like solo play games. I don't play, but Star Fox, man, I used to play that. Like seriously, I used to play Star Fox, man. I used to. Star Fox made me look at the flight simulating games differently. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a few scenes where you're in the well, I think the whole game you're in that ship.
You're in the ship the whole game.
Yeah, you have to like, man, that whole simulation thing. It at that time it got me into it. You know what I'm saying? So games that were like flight simulating type things, I would play them. You know, it didn't last long because they didn't come out with too many games like that. But at that time, I think there's a few of them out there that's popular now. But
yeah, they're trying to be like it.
Yeah, man.
Star Fox was cool because I used to think like they had the AI. It was like the first time where I had that I can remember playing. I guess GoldenEye also had it, but there was like an AI and you had to help them out. They would help you out in some of like the I don't know, you would call them dog fights or whatever, but that's definitely a cool one. I just wanted Ridge Racer. We got a bunch of them out here. That Metal Gear Solid. I haven't heard Metal Gear Solid. That's a
Tony Hawk.
I saw that Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
Halo 5. I don't think I said hey to Bruce Campbell either, but hey. No, great memories. So then you get to school because obviously then the next generation is when you start to play Resident Evil and so forth. And coming on. So you and I've heard you talk about this. You were a major PlayStation player.
Oh yeah.
As an adult, like that was your system. I've
never played Xbox ever. I never played
ever.
Xbox.
You never tried Game Pass or anything.
No, because like to me, it didn't make sense to me now to have all these different systems and everything. I mean, right now at this moment in my life, I have Stadia, I have PS3, PS2, and that's it. I think, yeah, that's it. So I didn't make it difficult. If you like games on PlayStation, I was playing PlayStation for the longest. Then I just stuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really jump around. Now when they came out with now this is back then. I don't know what it is now, but back then when Sony was coming out with platforms, it was like, well, they figured something was wrong and they needed another platform so they could sell. So for example, you had the PS2, it was like lagging, you got the dust issue, all that. The system was like overheating when you keep it for a long period of time. So they're like, hey, we need another system, PS3, and then there's so many versions of PS3, so many versions.
I have a PS3 down there right now.
Yeah, so depending on what version you got, you probably got the Slim. Then you got. I really miss.
I think it's the Slim
compatible one.
I think I have the Slim, not the extra Slim. I heard there's like an extra Slim, but it's like the Slim.
Yeah. So it changes things. I was like, well, look, I just need just one of them. I don't care what it is. I have a PS4. Oh, I forgot to mention PS4. I have a PS4. So I have a PS4 Pro. But I was like, when I had the regular PS4, I really couldn't tell the difference. I was like, oh, okay, it's a little bit difference in the graphics, and you have a little bit more memory. But for a gamer like me, I really don't care about that. I don't really care about the graphics and anything. If I can play it and it's co-op and have people to play around, I can look. Even if it's just one person, we're gonna have fun. I'm good with that.
No, that's for sure. That's for so why so you went from PS4 to,
Hmm.
and I asked
To
everybody
Stadia.
to how, yeah, and particularly Stadia, because you don't really
Okay.
do like some of the other, people are all about cloud gaming, whether it's Luna,
Hmm.
GFN, xCloud, Shadow PC. Shout out to Mr. Underworld because he's all about May 18th and Shadow PC. But why were you to Stadia particularly?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Google was the first one to start cloud gaming, and they wasn't charging anyone. You didn't have to have a membership to play online with your friends, and that was a big thing for me. And I got on Stadia, and I don't even like first person shooters. Destiny 2 was the only game they had on Stadia when it came out. I got on there, and it was maybe like 8 people in the whole tower on Stadia. You know what I'm saying? And me and those 8 people, we played that game day in, day out. I'm saying I had a good time. And then later, you see the other cloud gaming platforms come out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm so focused on right here, what I'm saying? I absolutely don't even know about those other platforms. Like I hear
Really?
people say them, like Luna. I'm like, I really can't tell you anything about it, but the name. I don't know if it's who it's owned by or what games on there. I'm take that back. Some of the games I know that's on other platforms, PC games and cloud platforms, is because I watch like people like Winstar or Main
Main
Game, you know what
games,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And they play those games. I'll be like, what's that? And they just answer my question, like, what game? They say, oh yeah, this game's on this and this, you know what I'm saying? Or but that's about it though. I pretty much stay to one thing. I stick to one thing, and I just roll it out. Now, if Stadia starts saying, hey, you gotta have Stadia Pro to play online with your friends, I'm gonna back away from gaming again.
Nah, so yeah,
it's,
so that's what I was about to get to, and shout out to Mr. Underworld coming through, with the I see that
it's
pic
the
that
underworld. He changed his name.
you see the pic he
He
has?
changed the name for you.
You see the pic he has?
Yeah, I can't tell what it
That's
is.
the
What is that?
Underworld movie.
Oh, it
With
is.
the vampires and werewolves.
This
Shout
shit is
out to
too
Mr.
funny,
Underworld coming
bro. Oh my
through.
goodness.
That's so cool.
This is because I know on a few of your streams you always call them underwear instead of urban
That's his
world.
name.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
it's Underworld on this channel.
I
If y'all don't
see.
know, it's Underworld on this channel. Okay. I don't know who it is, but it's Underworld.
Hey,
Uh,
that's who it is, bro.
uh yeah, no. So yeah, so Crow same. So yeah, Suave, you were in PlayStation and they were charging you.
They started to. So they
Charted to
started to
charge.
charge for you to have PlayStation Plus to play online with your friends. And man, I think that was around when um World War Z came out at first, because I remember like I had built this large community and I'm very good at that game. So people was like, man, when they started trying, I'm like, I'm out. I'll just look, I can make content and do solo stuff and be good. I mean, do I want to do that? No. I'd be in a chat with them and everything. And I would just be playing by myself, making just content. And some they was like, hey, we just gonna pay for it for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about when you're popular and people like you or whatever, they give you gifts. You know what I'm saying? So they was like paying for my PlayStation Plus for like 3 years. So
Wow.
and to the point where I said, you know what, dude, I don't care to have this. It's okay. I don't need to have this. This is not a need for me. I just feel like it's just a waste of money. At first, it didn't seem that bad because it wasn't my money. Because I had made a sound, I'm not going to spend my money on that. That makes no sense to me. And I'm not a cheaper. Trust me. Look, these kids around here are not suffering. I'm not struggling at all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have the money in my pocket. So it wasn't about the money, it was the principle of it. It made no sense to me if I'm already paying for internet. why would I pay again for a service to play online with my friends? That made no sense to me. So it's a good business plan. People feed into it, they buy it, they still pay it. It's still existing. So they're making some money from it. Will Stadia jump on it when Stadia become even more popular and they have more people on it? Maybe, but that'll be the breaking point for your boy right here, though.
I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that. The only person I know who's jumping on a PlayStation subscription service right now is none other than Mr. Anthony Lewis, aka the Cowboy. So I don't think Stadia is going to be doing that either. Just because think about Google tries to do everything for free. But so no, so all right, so you had a community in PlayStation, you created a community in Stadia, and
Dude, it's still like over 200 and some people. It's almost like 500 people in that community.
yeah, so
Because I went on there to see what's up. And a lot of people like didn't even know who I was, but on PlayStation, you can put like if you're the owner of the community, you can upload your videos, and some of the videos they just stay there. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh man, you've been a long time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So the community is still there. I can't believe. I was like, dang, people still joining this thing, man.
no.
So it's like a ton of people.
So I want to get to that, right? Before World War Z came out, I remember you had me. I felt so fortunate because you were so excited about World War Z coming out, and you had me on your channel. And World War Z came out, and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna be creating this community and doing everything, having a Discord and so forth." And I will say, you have definitely lived up to that because every single time I see you on, you're playing. I've met so many people through playing with you, and so I just want to thank you because I'm all about creating community regardless, and I think you've been doing that. But just so chat knows, how large is your Discord community for World War Z?
So it's 51 people. I just looked at it now. It's 51 people in there.
51. Wow.
Yeah, but that's not even including. So out of that, there's 51. But there's people that don't even have Discord. They was like, hey, let's just be friends on Stadia. I just hit you up on Stadia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's about another, I'll say 30, 25 or 30 people that don't even use the Discord. If they get in it, they're just in it just to be in it. But a lot of times my Discord is not even that active like that. It's like a lot of people when they're looking for someone, like we need an extra person, they will go to Discord. But 9 times out of 10, we already on there ready to go. Team is full. We can build 3 teams, Like for example, like look, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hope Windstar is in this. Oh
Windstar is here. Shout out to
Windstar.
Windstar.
Windstar is my witness. Like I'm not just saying this. I promise you, I am surrounded by a lot of people on stage that I just built up that's related to World War Z and play World War Z. So I'm not just saying it. I might not be live streaming it, but that's not saying that what I'm saying, the community is big and I'm in the middle of it and that people playing World War Z. That's not saying that's not true. So Windstar hit me up last night. He was like, bro, you still on World War Z? I said, yeah, I'm playing PvP. You know what I'm saying? Come join. He get in the chat and there's already 10 people in the Stadia chat. And we have like a few people that's not able because I think Stadia only can hold
like
up to 10 people.
Yeah.
So we had people on the outside of the chat. I don't know if they started another chat or whatever, but they was on the outside still loaded in. And we played pretty much like a tournament or PvP all night. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
It lasted for about 3-4 hours. I was on there about 3 or 4 hours. I know for sure.
Did you stream it?
No, what for? We just having fun. I got some clips that I'm gonna upload later, but what for? I love to be around people to game and have a great time. And then another thing, I like proving points, Purple. I love proving points. So I'm not gonna allow anyone to say, well, if you don't live stream it, then it's not true. No, just no. I want you to know that I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna ever tell you anything unless it's true. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's like a large. I never every if I hop on that game right now, I just got out of War Z, just got off of it,
I know.
and
Well,
all day, like it's to the point where people are like hitting me up all through the day when I'm at work. Hey, you getting on? You getting on? You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a large community out there still playing War Z, man. So if you think that people are not playing that game, people are playing that game, man. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
like I
So
said,
it was just fun. Me and Winstar, we had a blast, man, because we was getting on there, we was doing all these crazy way to kill other people, like throwing a grenade all the way from across the board and taking out 2 or 3 people. Like we were just doing stuff like that, and it was just so funny, man.
no,
So
you
we
gotta
had
let
a
us.
great
Gotta let.
time.
Like I said, PUBG for me is I don't know. It's a lot of running. It's just not my game. But World War Z, like I definitely have fun with y'all, and met my World War Z. Uh, I don't know, compadre, friend, battle buddy, Geek
Hmm.
the Sneak. You know, he's definitely someone I always like to play with. And World War Z could chill as well, and I met them through you. So thank you, Suave. Like I said, I'm all about having fun, creating community of gamers, and I think you have done that. And y'all know I'm all about the gaming proliferation. And as long as you're gaming, the more gaming we have, the better the world will be. So I just want to say shout out to you, Suave, for doing that, because um, I definitely think, it's if there's people who are looking to play, you've provided that forum as
Oh
well as
yeah.
people to play with. Uh, Now, granted, we never got through. Well, where were we? Japan.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the only
Dude.
time I played like a game for like 5 hours or something, we
Yeah, that
never.
was the challenge, but
Oh my god!
we actually beat it when you left, man. Right
I
when you
bet
left,
you did. That's always
I knew that
happens.
was
It
that. I
always
knew that was gonna
happens.
happen though. Like as soon
I
as
knew
you
it was gonna
left, I
happen.
promise you, like the next game or the next 2 games, it was me, Yasuke, and who is it? Me, Yasuke, Geek the Sneak,
Geek. Yeah.
and who it was some Wilson. As soon as
Oh,
you left,
Wilson.
bro.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
raised the
joined out. He took
average. You
your
brought
spot.
Wilson in. He raises the average. I'm
Yeah,
just having
he
fun.
took your side. We
You
did
got
it
to.
2 times and just man killed it, man.
No,
Killed it.
Wilson's great, people. And Mr. Underworld bringing Hades, what is that? Greek mythology, into the conversation. But no, and then shout out to Squids. Thank you, Squids. Yes, if you're liking this conversation, please like and subscribe. But so far, it's
But I'm
all
trying to
great.
get squids. I'm trying to get squids on World War Z, man. You know what I'm saying? You see
Squids is
Wednesday, he said he was a
hard.
newbie shooting heads last night, you know. But I know squids will love it, man. Just
I don't know. He's been playing or not Destiny. Well, yeah, he plays Destiny. Squids plays every game, but Squids, correct me
mhm.
if I'm wrong. You're playing the Division. So I know
Yeah,
we have a couple of Division players out there on chat right
hit me
now.
up. Hey, that's
Uh,
another game. I love Division. You know what
I
I'm saying?
have it. I just never played it. So Division, I started what's the game that just came out? You mentioned it earlier. You completed it and it has a glitch in it.
Oh,
Outriders.
Outriders,
I
yeah.
started playing that because of the storyline.
Mhm.
Um Y'all know I play Lamote. I'll be streaming that this weekend. Gonna try to, this time I'm focused. Like Lamote's actually pretty hard game. I know some people are like, "Oh, puzzle games. Once you figure it out, it's it's boring." No, Lamote. I guarantee you, if you play Lamote, it, it's a hard one. There's no kids beating that game. That is a hard game to play, but I enjoy
Mhm.
it. So shout out to anybody who's out there putting the time in. I think Simpleton said he's the master moat now. So kudos to you, because I know that was a drag. Um,
Dude, I was just thinking because I looked at Winstar comment, dude. There was some guys that we met last night that was hilarious, dude. So there was this one guy, he was called Daddy. he's a good he's a good guy, but dude, he came on there like he just came from out of the blue. Somebody invited him. He was like, I'm just letting everybody know right now, I'm teabagging everybody. If you go down, I'm teabagging you. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He was like, yeah, I hope you heard about me in the street on this gay. I'm teabagging. I said, oh, okay. I said, do you know who I am? He was like, nah. I was like, it's okay, man. You don't have to know who I am. Man, this dude didn't get not one tea bag because of me. Not one. I did it as soon as he had killed somebody, and as soon as he was about to drop them pants down the tea, nope, took him out. So
Oh my
it was so
gosh.
funny. I was like,
Yo,
I'm gonna make you know, Suave, tonight. I'm gonna make you know.
this sounds so bad. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, dude, it was so crazy. Like, man, we had a great time, man. And it was the great thing about it, we're all adults. Like we played, I got off at 4 o'clock in the morning, my time, and it hit me the next morning 'cause I had to get up for work early. So I only had like 2 hours of sleep. I had to get up at 6. You know what I'm saying? So we had a great time, man. Shout out to my boy Papa Nate, man. I think it's called Papa Corn. Yeah.
Papa Corn or
Shout out
Papa
to
Bear?
Papa Corn. So
Papa
that
Corn. Yo,
yeah,
I gotta
that's
go.
a
I don't
guy.
know these people.
Dude, shout out to Papa Corn and Corn Nut. You know what I'm saying? We call them the Corn Brothers, man.
Who are
Like
these
cool guys.
people?
Cool guys. Just
Uh,
random. Like people I just met, Spy Tech,
Popcorn
but
and Papa Corn.
corn, no.
That's
It
what
was
that's what I
Papa
said.
Corn and Corn Nut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, that's what I'm saying. You're bringing the community. I really, really appreciate that. And everybody here who's in chat, everybody who's contributing to chat, everybody who's dropping by, you all are all creating the community, creating a gamer community. And I'm just really happy that I've got to play with some of y'all, meet y'all. And it's just phenomenal. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of that. Um, you know, so thank you all. So you are only a Stadia player.
Yeah. For now.
For now. Yep, for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And you only play World War Z. You only play a few games, right? We
Right.
talked about it's like
Right.
6 or 7 games. Um, is there a feature or game that you wish would come to Stadia, or is there a game that you can think of that could take you away from World War Z? Because you're like level. What's your level in World War Z?
Man, dude, I'm almost at 500. I think it's like 400 and maybe 60 something or 40 something like that. I'm almost at 500 though.
My goodness.
Yeah, so I mean, if you out there and you topping that, kudos. Kudos.
Oh my gosh. So is there another game? Because is there another game out there that you think that would take you away from World War Z?
I think if they brought what is that game? If they brought now, these are games that I absolutely don't think they're gonna do, but if they brought Resident Evil 6 or Operation Raccoon City, I could see myself, not being away from World War Z all the way, because I feel like World War Z is like the ultimate zombie game. If you're just looking to slaughter just the average type zombies, that's World War Z. But Resident Evil brings a different feel of zombies. They're like, man, you really have to be tactical on there because there are so many different types. They're like monsters. They're almost to the monster category. So I would say either uh, Resident Evil 6 or Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
And
I
that would
think
take
those
you
games.
away.
It'll definitely catch my interest and I'll buy them and I'll put in some time with those games. Another game, it probably wouldn't take me away from World War Z, but I would look for this game to come to Stadia, and it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. You know,
I played a
it's
Teenage
I don't know if you
Mutant.
heard that one.
I played one that was, I think, the predecessor to this way back when on Nintendo. It took place in Manhattan. I think it took place somewhere, but I
Nah,
haven't played the new one. I haven't
this
played this
one's
new one.
like kind of fast speed, beat 'em up. It's only online co-op, and it's like what's that view? Not third person view, but it's like over the head, kind of like Ultimate Alliance was like that view over your head. The camera is like looking down,
Oh,
like 3D kind of 3D I don't know. I know somebody out there know what I'm
I
talking
think
about.
that is third person, no?
No, it's not third person. It's like third person, but the camera is like all the way in the air. You know what I'm saying? Looking down at the
Let us
character.
know what that is, chat.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like what are that? I think I know what you're talking about. Um, cool. So all right. So
He
we'll see
said
if those.
Nintendo. What's on Nintendo Switch, geek? He said he's gonna give you a Nintendo Switch. What's on the Switch? That's good. Like, what's so spectacular about the Switch?
Top
I know,
down.
I know you be playing Switch.
Top down.
Purple
Lo-fi says
Eyes.
it's called who me? Yeah. Well, I am a. My favorite franchise is Zelda. And
Okay,
one of my favorite, another one of my favorite puzzle franchises is Pikmin. So
okay.
anytime like those games come out, I will get the system for those games, particular, But right now, Stadia, as a lot of people know, Stadia satisfies my needs. So it's just like,
Hmm.
why would I? If it already is doing what I'm gonna do, like
You know, I don't even care about all the other games. Like, look, there are some games on other
Zelda,
platforms. I'm
yes,
like,
geek.
man, that'll be tight if it came to Stadia. But if it's not, I'm like, well, we just don't have that game on Stadia. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of game I am. I don't. You can't get me with the shiny glingly thing in front of me. You know what I'm saying? The shiny gold object. You can't get me like that because I'm like, I love gaming. One for the people, you know what I'm saying? Just being around a crowd of people. And, since I like co-op more, I like those games where you work as a team to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had to put someone to shame last night because they was talking down on co-op games, particular World War Z. So I was like, oh no, no, put me on the team opposite of that guy. I don't want to be on the same team as him. I'm finna get on the
Oh,
opposite team so we
I'm
can shut that down.
I'm sad that I missed this because I know the other time I played PvP in World War Z, I had a blast. I think that was with Cowboy on his birthday stream.
Hmm.
So I had a blast playing that, and
Hmm.
I really liked it a lot. So please let me know. You used to always hit me up for PUBG, but I will
Well,
play
I
World War Z.
know, that you've been busy and you've been going through some
Yeah,
things and all that.
yeah.
So I've been trying to like,
Thank you for that. You're right.
I
You're
ain't
right.
want to just, but I'm gonna tell you now though, if you want to hop on some What Was Z soon we get done with this, I promise you
Not
we're
that
gonna.
I
'Cause I
told you
hit up
today.
Geek. Geek
I
got
said,
on. He
I
got on right when I got on this stream with you.
No, Geek is awesome. No, as I told you, I actually am still at work right now,
Mm.
working on stuff. But no, I see. Yeah, Pikmin is awesome. Geek, you gotta play. Well, I'm not gonna say you have to play it. It's a short game. It's a pretty game. It's kind of a puzzle thing. I like it a lot, but it's not for everybody. But it's definitely a cool game if you ask me. I think they have a demo on Nintendo Switch actually, so try that out, Geek. If you want to before you commit the $60 or $70 Nintendo has you paying for it. Um, yes, Hyrule Warriors, great game as well. Anybody who's a Zelda fan, definitely play that. It has a lot of the backstory in it. Amazing game as well. Well, Suave, we are coming up on that 50-minute mark.
Mhm.
And I know you want to get back to gaming. Everybody in my chat wants to get back to gaming. So, real quick, we're obviously you are a mainstay in the community, but just remind people where they can find you, and if you can, because I know you got a couple of different shows. If you can explain, like, hey, you can find me here, and this is what the show is
Yeah,
about.
I do a real short. And yes, Mr. Underworld, you do owe me that. So keep your word on that. Um, Cash in your debt, brother. So on the climax, man, I really been focusing on the 3 podcast shows I'm doing. I do some gaming there one time, but it's like a lot of people loving those podcast shows, man. And the one of the shows is called the Man Cave Show with my boy SPG. We alternate shows. So today was the show on my channel. So the next episode is going to be on his channel. I think we're going to skip next week. And then the following week after that, we do 4 shows a month. So be on the lookout for that. Then we have season 2 of Man vs. Woman, baby. just came out. That's every Wednesday. So we just did an episode yesterday. Check that out if you haven't did it. Um, that's with my girl Lena Love, and we
Lena,
just
amazing.
enjoy that show. Man, we have a lot of good cooperation in the chat on that one. I love it. And then my last show is the Diamond Show with your boy Vegas, my brother, my best friend, we do that show, and it's more of a I guess more motivating and like keep it real type show. You know what I'm saying? We just pick topics and just talk about it. The last episode was the man code. Catch that episode, especially if you're a man out there and you don't know the code that we have, check that out. And that's once a month, you know what I'm saying? So you catch those shows, that's good. And then every once in a while, I throw in that gaming content because I still have people that love my gaming stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I love the community. That is cool. Y'all guys been good to play with and been good to be around. Some of y'all get on my nerves, but I don't let it bother. It's a very low number though. It's a very low number. But besides that,
It's all fun. It's all fun, Suave.
yeah,
You
it's all
know that.
fun.
You
It's
know
all
it's all
fun.
fun. I look at my life doing some crazy stuff in the background. But thank you again. And for everybody, you can always catch me on Shades of Purple. I try to do it always on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Sometimes I may do Wednesday, depends on schedule of the other person. And I'm really looking forward to bringing you all more great content creators as well as game developers. But if you ever want
can I shout out my Twitter also?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, go ahead. Finish up then.
No. Oh, I was just going to say, also, you can catch me on Fridays. I co-host a show with Lo-Fi Monk, Cloudy Thoughts. It's a really cool vibe. I really like it. It's always great guests, always great conversation. A lot of y'all came by as well. And it's a really cool time. And that's maybe a time when you get to see Purple Shade as main games refer to it. So awesome. And then this weekend I'll be doing Lamote. So hopefully I'm a little bit more focused. I understand the puzzles a little bit better now. And I definitely hope to, we'll see if I can, if I can beat the game this week. It's a little difficult when you're talking to chat and trying to play the game. So we'll see if that's going on. And Geek there definitely showing love on all the chats. But go ahead, Suave. I know you got Twitter. You have been able to tweet. So please let people know your Twitter.
So check this out, guys. It's hashtag. No, is it @ or hashtag? I think it's @. Oh, okay. The @ Klimax, capitalize the K on it. Suave, capitalize the S on it. Polo, capitalize the P on it. So this @Klimax Suave Polo. Follow me so you can teach me how to use Twitter.
All right. Definitely. And I'll try to put it in maybe it's in the description. I'm not sure if I put it in the description for this one, but if not, I'll definitely try to get it. Yes, he does, Cowboy. He does have on Twitter. But thank you all for joining. I hope to, see y'all in other chats. Thank you for creating the space, the community. And just thank you for just being amazing people. The world is world's kind of a weird place, but gaming is definitely one of those things that I think we can all share and enjoy. Just as long as you're gaming, that's my thing. As long as you're gaming. So thank you all, as always. Purple Haze. The proof is in the plane. And with that, see you next week.